Well, we've developed an approach for evaluating budget support which is intended to try to capture the real impact of budget support. Everyone knows that budget support goes through a centralised budget, so we can't follow every euro that the EU or another donor gives, and what we look at in each case is what is the contribution that we have made to achieving real benefits and results for people who have benefited from better health sector policies or better inputs in the education sector. And this is what we are trying to do specifically with budget support. Very often also we need to look at whether we have used budget support in the right way. We know that budget support can achieve certain objectives if it's used in a certain way. And so when we are looking at our strategy in a country, we try to see how far budget support specifically has contributed to those objectives. One of the findings that emerges from a lot of our evaluations is that we have the right set of instruments. We have quite a good variety of ways in which we can help countries achieve their objectives and improve results in the lives of poor people. What we are often interested in is, have we used those different instruments in the right way? Now, budget support is widely recognised as being an instrument which gives more ownership, and where governments feel we are giving them better support in pursuing better policies. But it needs to be seen alongside other forms of support, and that's one thing that we're constantly trying to do. And then, of course, there are lessons to be drawn on a wider level, perhaps not just at the country level, but lessons that we can learn from one country programme that will help us in another. And one of the interesting aspects of the evaluation in South Africa has been that it's a middle-income country, and we are quite interested to see the difference in the way that we provide budget support in middle-income countries from in very poor countries such as Mali. I think the main lesson from this evaluation has been that even though budget support forms a very small part of the income of the South Africa government, it has really created the space in which they can try to develop innovative policies at relatively low risk, and we have helped them in discussing through the policy dialogue with them ways in which they can use their government programs to be much more effective in certain situations. We fully appreciate the extent to which the South Africa government has evolved with us a clear approach in using budget support, very specific objectives, conscious of the fact that we don't just want to see the money disappear as a small part of a much larger program, but actually have the space to look at what can be done in supporting the health sector, in supporting small and medium enterprises and so on, so that government policies can be improved and made more effective, and that really has been an important contribution. We will, of course, use the results from South Africa alongside the results we have from evaluations in other countries. We recently completed an evaluation in Tanzania. We have an evaluation coming up in Mozambique, and we hope that in the course of 2014 we'll be able, together with other donors, to put forward a much more consistent, balanced and evidence-based view of what budget support really can achieve in different situations.